So it's 1:45 in the morning now. I've been trying to export the vlog, which I was able to kind of edit. I couldn't watch it all the way back because of all kinds of CPU pegging and everything else. It was really kind of gnarly. I am going to stay up and then very likely stay up the rest of the night. I can't go to sleep knowing that my primary Mac is potentially in a crap ton of trouble. If that means that I end up having to do 48 hours or 36 hours, so be it. To give you guys an idea on how bad things were, it's now 2:20. I shot that first segment 35 minutes ago, and I had 2% left. Always a scary moment, but I've got backups. I know that I've got everything that's important. Let's do this. Alright guys, so it's 3:15 now. I'm still showing 14 minutes here on the OS installation. I'm going to force myself to go lay down and try and get a little bit of sleep and charge up my phone. So that is what it is. When I wake back up, it'll be the start of, today's vlog. I'll give the official start on it, but yeah. Good morning, passport holders. Today is December 9th, 2015, day 404 of the vlogs. And if we didn't see it coming, I sat there and fought with the computer a bunch more, even though I tried to force myself to go to sleep. Ran into some problems, ended up having to restore an entire backup from the time capsule. And then finally was able to fall asleep while it was doing the restore, and not shockingly, ended up falling asleep and staying asleep through my alarm. So fortunately, my body naturally kicked me up about 15 minutes later than normal, that I would already be at the office. So did the essentials, got dressed, and am racing over there now. I'll be in before 9 o'clock, which is kind of the official start time for the marketing department, but not the way that I want to start the day, not the way that I want to do any of this, and especially given the fact that I had to do the full restore, I'm very likely going to be running into the same problem that I was facing previously. So it's currently, indexing all of the email messages and everything else that I'm doing, and my computer's trying to recover itself. And, at this point, though, it does log into the internet. It does, allow me to edit video. So we may have to do this all over again tonight, or this weekend when I have a little more time and can fully dedicate myself to it. I hope you guys are having a better start to your day than I am. Let's get this one started. Guys, it's been like 4.5 hours that I've been doing data crunching now. I had to force myself to stop in order to come and get some lunch because I know that I'm going to crash at some point. But man, it feels so good to pull in what is effectively about 5,000 data points over the course of the last year on their Facebook profile and be able to make that sing. I mean, to see things that they don't know about their own data process, their own results. And they've been living in it for a while. And to know, like, hey, these are the 3 things that I can immediately begin to do in order to get positive results based on initial, evidence here. So cool. And I've got a lot of people to thank for getting me to this point. Obviously, my MBA program was massive in this, or my MSIM program, technically. And doing data analysis and things like that. And then on top of that, it's got to go to the VaynerMedia crew. I mean, those guys just were absolutely religious in the early days about running stats, running numbers, figuring this out. And hopefully, I'll be able to continue to pay dividends to other employers, clients, things like that, because this stuff is just fun. I get to nerd out with numbers. That said, I've got to be back in the office really quickly, and I'm going to compound bad decisions today because today just seems to be a day full of bad decisions, but I'm making the best of it. And I'm going to go grab some fast food here at McDonald's. Well, hey guys, it's been a number of hours since I last picked up a camera, probably almost 6. And the reason for that was that I was doing a ton of statistical analysis and categorization of data so that I could do that analysis. And I'm super pumped with what that analysis has produced. I've got all kinds of data and huge gaping holes of opportunity to go and explore if I can get the approvals to do it. If I can't, then they're going to hamstring my ability to do pretty much anything. But I'm holding out hope that they will be reasonable and that I can just beat them into submission with data. If there is any resistance, which I have been told from some folks that there might be, that they want a very kind of controlled presence, which is not what I'm going to recommend. I mean, I'm not going to go completely rogue, but I want to interact with this community. I do not want to be a brand. I want to be a bro. And that's something that I'm really kind of looking forward to, because it's such a departure from kind of what I have done regarding crisis management, my last job. But it's much closer to what I was doing with Captain Crunch, which was one of my favorite jobs in the world when I had it. It was a blast. So at this point, though, I am home, which I'm super pumped about. I'm going to preheat the oven so I can make some chicken breasts that I bought that I need to cook off. I was supposed to start eating them yesterday, but that didn't happen. So I'm going to cook those off. But while the oven's preheating, I'm going to go finally take a shower, because I did not get a chance to do that this morning. Alright, my fellow nerds, explain this one. My CPU processes pretty normal there, and the percentages, nothing really out of control. I mean, obviously the 8.7% because I'm downloading Final Cut Pro. But what the heck is the system using 92% of my freaking CPU for? So as I explained to you guys last night, the computer was running in all kinds of issues. Late last night, I did a restore from one of the Time Machine backups because I was running into an authentication error on Apple servers, and I needed to be able to edit. So I did that, and yeah, the issue popped right back up. I obviously didn't get a chance to check it this morning, but as a result, fresh OS 10 install again. So it should take, I don't know, probably about 40 minutes in order to do that. So I'm going to finish up with kind of just chilling out, watching some YouTube videos. This is actually a really good trial run, right? Obviously I've got multiple backups of my computer, both on the Time Machine and on the Glacier and everywhere else. So push comes to shove, after the install is done, I can boot into one of those disks and do the necessary editing if I need to. Well, this is literally after I have just restarted after the installation. See how jumpy that cursor is? That should not be this way. My guess is once we pull up the console and the activity monitor, we're going to see all kinds of problems already. Wow. This thing's been running for basically a half hour now, and I'm already at 3,500 messages on here, most of them, including the words choked or delayed or aborted. This is bad. And just that quickly, appointment has been made at the Biltmore Apple Store for Saturday morning. My guess is they're going to send this away. I suspect this is a logic board of some stripe or variety. I've had issues with this machine before regarding a logic board. It was right after these 2012s came out. The screen was bad, and then the logic board as well was bad. So I suspect it's going to need to be completely replaced, which is pretty crazy. But it's one of these things where I'm going to try and get them to repair it for me as quickly as possible. Very likely going to be 2 weeks without a real Mac, which it's a long time. Hopefully I'm able to get through with it, but you know what? It's just an opportunity for me to see just how far my phone and my iPad can get me, or worst case scenario, I go over to Ben and Kami's pretty regularly in order to edit and upload the vlogs, which would be really annoying, but yeah. Next step in the process, running the Apple hardware test. Yay! Well, that is an unexpected result. Well, looky here. What is this? Alright guys, so I may have a functional laptop at this point. It's been a bit touch and go. but I've got a fully downloaded and installed version of Final Cut Pro 10 on a new install, and it's not sounding like it's going to blow up. So I'm actually going to end the vlog right now so I can begin the editing process in the event that it does get super skippy and laggy as all heck, that I at least have some of the process done. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. As always, it means so much to me. And remember, you never stumble upon opportunity by standing still, so go do cool stuff. Bye for now.